I just saw a child go, "I'm going $10 mode," and take out $10. Well, they really did it. They went $10 mode. Insane. I mean, yeah, what else would you expect when someone says I'm going $10 mode? I'd like you to explain. Simon and Garfunkel, 50 ways to leave your lover. Tell her you're gay, Jay. I mean, I guess that is one way. It's not really a lie, is it? This is ABBA. No, this is ABBA. This is ABBA. No, actually, this is ABBA. No, this is actually ABBA. This is, man, I'm really not liking saying that name anymore. Oh my God. There's 1,000 pics out there of people on the Cantilever Rock on, wow, I don't know any of these words, but I wanted to do something original and I was pretty sure that there weren't any photos of someone jumping off the end. Well worth breaking both my ankles. Thank you to everyone involved in my rescue. I regret nothing. You sure? Really? Breaking both ankles and you're just good. Hello, I can post your artwork. I always ask artists to pay $7 for a publication. Is it possible for you? Can I do a payment in DN? What is DN? D's nuts. Gotti. Oh God. Nearest Tesco, free machine. Right. All right. Oh yeah, okay. No, I read it the wrong direction. These are both free machines. Screw your for-profit machine. Begging you guys to look at the Dutch dude who got the gold in windsurfing. Winning in the Olympics in cosplay is the biggest legend move ever. Honestly, I just love the haircut. Man, it's perfect regardless. You give me updoots. No, screw you, I'm giving you an award instead. Damn. Oh, it's silver. In 2017, my character looked so bad. And it still does now. Oh my God, Roblox, chill the hell out, will ya? What the heck is wrong with you? This old lady came to the bank I work at to withdraw $10. I told her that for withdraws, Jesus, less than $100, she has to use the ATM. So she asked to withdraw $1,000 in $10 bills. It sucked, but I counted it out and gave her the money. She took $10, gave me $990 and said, deposit this. Now I know this isn't a real story, but can you imagine just for 1 second going to your bank and they say, $10? I can't give you that, but if you walk back out to the lobby front doors, you can do it at our fucking machine. Some nutter came in ordered a burger with every protein we offer. He ate the whole thing and the fries. Someone was really hungry? I don't know what to tell you, man. Have you never been there before? Have you never been at the point where you're so hungry you just say, screw it, can you give me a little bit of everything? In between some bread? One night, a woman bet Calvin Coolidge that she could get at least 3 words from him that night. He then stayed silent for the rest of the night. After doing so, he turned to the woman and said, you lose. Oh. 7:15 p.m. and we've already managed to hang my mate Blank's flat cap on the chandelier in the bodega. Wow, you guys are insane. Is this the next Edgar Wright movie? I can't wait. The Emergency Broadcast System. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. All crime is legal for 12 hours. Me pours milk before cereal. Really? You didn't just pour a bowl of nails with no milk? Come on. I'm losing my About to be sacked from work. Can I hire a clown to support me in my meeting? I screwed up at work and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be sacked. They've invited me in for a meeting where they're going to sack me. They told me I can bring someone to support me. A New Zealand man brought an emotional support clown to a meeting where he knew he'd be fired. The clown blew up balloons and folded them into a series of animals throughout the meeting. Then mimed crying when the man was handed a pink slip. Well, I hope that clown helped you out, my friend. I do apologize for the situation. Never forget that I made my own company just to intern at for college credit. I tried to do this but got caught because I also applied for some government funding to pay interns, which was technically me. Oh, you went one step too far. Only really cool people can reply to this. Yo! Dude, no way. What are the odds? LOL, I found this song on a game and couldn't find the name. So, I recorded the song and uploaded it to YouTube just so I could see. Really? Really? You sure? I don't know what kind of phone you have, but that's a hell of a lot to go through just for the name, I guess. My 6-year-old sister asked me, "What's cringe?" Well, I told her, "Oh, you'll know when you get older. Once she turns into a teenager, I'm gonna make her rewatch all of the cringy YouTube Kids videos that she watches right now." Yeah, when it comes to children, and children's content of any kind doesn't really count. It's not really funny or fun, you know? I once worked with someone who told customers, "Sorry, it's my first day," anytime they messed up for 2 years straight. If you don't lie to the customers constantly, you're doing customer service wrong. Find a way to make it easier for you. They already pay you almost nothing, so why not make it a little easier to be verbally abused by people day in and day out? The weirdest thing happened to me this morning. I was driving down the A179, going out of Hartlepool? Alright, and I see what looks like a dead body, or somebody possibly hurt laying on the side of the road. It was early morning, there were no cars or any other means of transportation around the body, so I made a U-turn to see if everything was okay, or if I needed to call for help. As I approach the body, the bloke sits up and without hesitation says, "Hi, my name is Dave, can you give me a lift to Middlesbrough?" I said, "I'm not heading south, I just stopped because I saw you laying there motionless and wanted to see if you were okay." He responded by saying, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm just laying here because it gets people to stop. It's easier than hitchhiking." What do you mean easier than hitchhiking? He literally is hitchhiking in his own way! I just got back in my car without saying a word and drove off. Seriously, what's wrong with people these days? I joined just to say, I don't like Miatas. My ex-wife's new husband has one. I ride Harley Davidsons. I mean, good for you, Jack. Unfollowed. You are unfollowed. Alright, the number of followers this page had this morning before Mark, original commenter, made his announcement. 20,876,858. Number of followers 1 hour after Mark made his departure announcement. 20,909,777. We lost 1 mark. We gained nearly 33,000 non-marks. Today is a good day. No one can stop me. I have disco keys. For real though, can you imagine trying to drive with those smacking into your knee? Pizza shop workers took down an armed robber, but when police took off his mask, they discovered he was their old boss. What kind of Scooby-Doo shit is this? I'm gonna watch Doctor Who in chronological order by the time period they travel to. The worst idea I've ever heard. I love it. Oh man, would you ever be able to put all that together at any point in your life? It was 3rd grade. I was the nice kid that all the teachers liked and my parents loved to show me off. But one day, I decided I would live like Larry and I took 2 Oreos instead of 1. That was how I went down the path of evil. Since then, I've committed crimes such as not looking both ways when I crossed the road and putting a plastic bottle in the trash when it should have gone in the recycling bin. Edit. Today, I showed up at work at 9:29. I should have been there at 9:30. Oh no, now you're going the wrong direction again, man. Did you fake your age when you made your YouTube account? Yes, I said I was 25 and I was actually 24. Wait just an actual goddamn second. Oh my god. Tay Zonde is 39 years old. I'm gonna die soon. I want to fly flags of multiple countries outside my house just to screw with people playing GeoGuessr. I thought you meant all at the same time for a minute, but I like the idea of once a day you change it to a new nation. Employee of flight sim developer arrested for attempting to smuggle jet fighter manuals. Alright, well that's one way of getting things done. I have one. When I was 14, I really wanted another sibling, so I used those needles you put on shots to poke a hole in all of my parents' condoms. I didn't think it would work, but about 4 months later, my mom told me she was pregnant. Now I have a 10-year-old little sister. I haven't ever told anyone what I've done, and it's my biggest secret. I don't regret doing it, though. Well, as long as everyone ended up happy, huh? Huh, Freddie Mercury? Man, you think you know somebody, and then you learn this about the lead singer of Queen this many years later. In 2012, a teen secretly lived in AOL's HQ for 2 months, eating free food, using the gym and showers, sleeping in conference rooms while working on his startup. Everyone assumed he worked there. You know, the most surprising thing about all this to me is that AOL still had a headquarters that fancy and nice in 2012. Do they still have one now? What the hell does AOL do anymore? I dip my fries in. You can't say ketchup. Ketchup. Nobody tells me I can't say ketchup. Ooh, you know what? That's a hell of an answer, friend. Sometimes I wonder if there are pictures and reports in the East German border guard records of that annoying boy who keeps climbing the accessible outer West German wall, tearing off the rusted barbed wire, throwing garbage over the wall, and verbally abusing the East German guards who came to shoo him away. Yeah, that was me between 1973 and 1975 when I lived here within the American sector. I'm gay, but no one will know because there's too many comments. Everybody look! Oh, you got caught, friend! I paid for this ad so you could watch me wiggle a bowl of gelatin. How much did this cost you? Because YouTube generally charges by the amount of viewership, don't they? Or rather, amount of clicks. I showed my mother the Giovanni Giorgio meme and she said it isn't funny. I've sent her every single meme regarding that I found ever since. Met a bunch of guys from Harvard yesterday and I kept pretending like I had never heard of the school just to piss them off. One of them legit turned red when I said, "Harvard? Is that like a local community college?" I'm hard for her. Reminds me of my coworker who, whenever she sees a Tesla at a gas station or something, she'll look over and go, "Wow, the new Toyotas look really cool." The drivers lose their minds. It's all about the recognition of the name for them, not what it can get them. The bullshit meter is on max. Good luck, my man. What? Oh man, what in the hell is happening there? There is no way. Have a picture of Jesus. Finally, someone gets it. Someone understands. There's a country in Africa that begins with every letter of the alphabet except K. All of humanity. Kenya? Can you suck on these nuts? Oh my god, you fell right for it. By the way, an extremely goofy movie rocks. Surely not. Can't take these lads anywhere. Rock, paper, scissors. The loser gets lifted in the air. Wow. Amazing, guys. I step on a Lego without getting hurt. That's bullshit. You're lying? You're lying? Give us proof now. I just peeled a lemon. Now eat it. I mean, I just might. This has to be the most insane stat graphic ever made. Struck by lightning in the 9th inning of Indians' debut on... Wow, good lord, it's been a little while. Finished the game after being revived. Can any other baseball player in history have something like that said about them? I really don't think so. Download link? Do you still want a download link? Yeah. I set out a suitcase to pack for my flight later today and spotted my 3-year-old crawling inside it to hide. I casually zipped it up and yelled, "I'm off to the airport, everybody!" and carried it to the car. I've circled the block twice and my luggage hasn't stopped laughing. Yo, they got you, dude! Oh, they got you so good! I played the audio in front of my class when the teacher left, and everyone stared at me and shouted, "What are you watching?" Madlad, Hog. They all recognize the audio? What if we use 200% of the brain? Every time I drink milk, I remember my right. The roommate that put powdered milk in the milk so they could drink more milk per milk drink. No, I understand. There's exactly 276 Molbos in this pyramid? I counted. Good for you. I downloaded all 10,000 of those ugly Lazy Lions NFTs and turned them into a mosaic of a person right-clicking. That's what you get, all the clapping. Oh boy, here we go, let's take a look. It's a Chocolate Shoppy Ice Cream Company, Inc. Whoa, it's a Shoppy! You know it's fancy when there's an E on the end there. First place National Ice Cream Retailers, alright. Perfect 10 for flavor, seal of excellence. Now let's see why. Genuine award-winning, farm fresh super premium. Oh man. Nutritional information. Don't even ask. This is the best ice cream made in Wisconsin, and it tastes good because it has gobs of rich Wisconsin cream. Tons of real ingredients for boatloads of luscious flavors. That means it's not for low-fat, low-calorie anybody, and that's why everyone loves it. You want nutrition? Eat carrots. Told Alfie to stand on this chair and he actually did it. The absolute nutter. Is this like the first post that was ever put on Madlads? I'm not even kidding. I feel like this was one of the first ever done. I shat with the door open at school once. Were you power pooping? How fast did you do that? Because I know you didn't sit there and take your time like most people do. So, my daughter was carrying around and guarding this box for 2 days and would not tell me what was in it. When I finally snapped and took the box, she died laughing because it was nothing but a string in it, and she was just acting like Patrick. I want a different kid. Why? That kid sounds pretty frickin' great, actually, so why don't you get that straight? PETA offers replacement sayings for the anti-animal language in daily conversations. Instead of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, say feed 2 birds with 1 scone. Instead of beat a dead horse, say feed a fed horse. Instead of take the bull by the horns, take the flower by the thorns. Thanks, PETA, for showing us there's more than one way to skin a cat. Oh man, wait, beat a dead horse. Are they mad that we're beating the horse that they, PETA, have killed for some inexplicable motherfucking reason? Also, why would I feed a horse that's already been fed? That's just not healthy for the horse, okay? Look, I don't want to overfeed it and cause it to puke. Also, why would I take a flower by the thorns? The thorns hurt, okay? Arguably, almost worse than trying to take a bull by the horns. Not really, but you understand where I'm going with this. Best moments in trash TV. Like that time Dr. Phil brought the owner of Bum Fights on to accuse him of exploiting vulnerable people for money, and this guy shows up dressed like Phil, saying he does the exact same thing, and was promptly kicked off the show for being right. You, Dr. Phil, and I don't know anything about this guy, but I mean, I'm not gonna say anything positive or negative about him. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to say, screw you, Dr. Phil. Oh, what are you drinking? What's in that jar? Oh, could you drink a whole jar? Oh, of pickles. Wait, just of pickle juice? There are no pickles in there. At least, none that I can see. Look, are you really doing anything impressive by chugging a jar of pickles if it doesn't have maximum pulp? And by that I mean whole, uncut pickles. Please stop pinning every comment. That's funny. I guess I should pin that comment. You tell me what to do on my channel, and I'm gonna do the exact opposite, okay? Literally just flew to LA so I could go to the Patchy the Pirate house in real life. Hold on, I don't get the full image, so it's hard to really tell, but I hope you didn't make anybody uncomfortable by showing up at their damn house and taking a photo out in front of it. Oh, look, it's a free country, all right? I'm just saying. Some dude showed up and started taking photos in front of my house, I'd be a little bit scared, huh? Hi, just curious, is it illegal to park in a mother and child bay if you don't have any children with you? Hi, Oliver. Okay, hold on. You suggest you refer the matter to the owner of the private car park? No, I think I want to refer this matter to you. Why can't the police type out a tweet? No, I'm being serious. Why can't they tweet right? I went through the live chat and blocked everyone who said anything positive. What a mad lad! Demonstrations of my infinite power. Scratching a plate with a fork without flinching. Eating mince then drinking near freezing water. Touching a metal pole and 150-degree concrete in the sun. Okay, that one's crazy. Splitting 2 flat Lego pieces apart without using my teeth. Okay, no, I was a little unconvinced there for a minute, but that Lego one proves this guy is the reincarnation of God. Canceled premium in protest of you removing dislike counters, and have started using a script to dislike every video I watch. Before, I maybe disliked 50 or so videos in the last 6 years. Now, it will be every one until it comes back. Let's see how the algorithm likes that. Well, we gotta start doing this en masse. Constantly. Or, and I know this is not a solution and YouTube just cannot comprehend that we wanted to keep the dislikes around, you could use the many browser extensions. I haven't noticed anything different. I sneaked $50 into a woman's purse upon overhearing her tell her child that they couldn't afford peanut butter. Haha, put pocketing. I will answer literally every question until this thread gets archived. Unarchived. How you doing? Decent. How and why is this unarchived? What the hell? Oh my god. I'm a rebel. Burger sauce on your pizza? You can put whatever the hell you want on your pizza, man. I don't care. If it tastes good, it tastes good. Today is the only day you can retweet this. Yeah, Kim, in a few years it'll be August 13th, 2021. You reckon I could Photoshop fake subtitles referencing today's date onto a random cartoon and get a bunch of retweets? Oh, I wonder how obvious you could make it that it's fake and still have people retweet the crap out of it. Bruh, my Facebook account got banned, and to unban it, they asked for a picture of my face. I sent this. It got reactivated. Wait, actually? Yup. Nah, for real, don't lie. I actually drove in a roundabout exactly 57 times because I was trying to see how long it would take for my girlfriend to notice. She was playing Breath of the Wild on the Switch. Meanwhile, this cop watched me the entire time, never even pulled me over. I'm kinda jealous of that cop and I wanna see this dashcam footage. The hero we never knew we needed. Is it illegal to do that? You're not really in the way, right? 57 times is over the top, sure, but is there a law about how many times you can circle in a roundabout? Because if there is, oh boy, I've been playing God. Italian artist Salvatore Gura sells invisible sculpture for more than $18,000. He's proved once again that art is in the eye of the beholder. The Italian artist has managed to sell an invisible sculpture for more than 18 grand. When we say it's invisible, we don't mean it exists but can't be seen by the naked eye. We literally mean it technically doesn't exist. There was nothing physical or tangible to hand over to the willing buyer, and that person just gets to enjoy the idea of the sculpture. To be fair, the one thing the buyer did walk away with was a certificate of authentication. Look, if you've got 18 grand burning a hole in your pocket and you don't mind spending that money on nothing, fine. Whatever makes you happy, dude. Hey, Sega, can you please explain this official art from 2009? No. Reading the entire Shrek script 1 word per day. This is one of those things that gets you a following for a little while. Not a huge following, but a following. And then everybody forgets, and eventually you do too. In Zimbabwe, a burglar who specializes in dressing up as a ghost to rob people has been arrested. Damn. That's all I can really say. Damn, I mean, it's pretty interesting. 90% of kids in the South have to eat soap after cursing. When I was a kid, it was the taste of victory after calling your sister a Is naughty curse word? Just to feel something. Orbit, come on, you can do better than that. Get some Trident White Peppermint in there. My dad needed my record player to test his boat speaker, so I played this. I'll never forget the what the heck is this look that he gave me. What the heck is that? Especially the people giving awards to themselves. Yeah, those people suck. Thanks for the silver, me. Where is Kane's family from? His grandfather is Sugandese. What's Sugandese? Sugandese nuts, LMAO. Oh no. Oh, you got God, bitch. There's 6 guys walking around Brighton with their own picnic table and just plonking it down outside pubs. What's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong. If you're taller than me, reply. I'm 5'10". Repost if you're stupid. I'm 5'8". You can't stop me. Read the title twice. Why does the human brain ignore the second the? There are 4. Wait, oh my god, he got me in a completely different way. I'm stupid. No! Thief returns after stealing woman's car, yells at her for leaving 4-year-old son alone in the vehicle. Imagine getting lectured by a car thief and him being right! About that time again. About that time again. Is he still going? Today is the only day you can upvote this. Nah, I'ma upvote it tomorrow. Aw, mate, it says today. I don't care. I ate a tortilla chip vertically without getting hurt. Don't lie. You know you hurt yourself. You're just not going to admit it. Oh my god. I don't have anything to say here. It's 2 images, one of which is a Christmas tree in a boy's bathroom. What? Merry Christmas, I guess. When I die, I want the obituary to refer to me as a local sex pot. Sex pot. Is it actually pronounced sex, but I'm sure. Remembering Trevor Moore through some of his funniest work. Aw, well great, now I'm just sad. Now I'm just unhappy. I miss you, Trevor. All my homies hate user/awkward the turtle. That's right, I did it again. How rude! However much Turtle paid to be a mod, I'll pay you double to remove them. How many UFOs have you seen? None. I don't drink before I fly. Well, why not? Video. Child eats whole watermelon including rind at cricket match. Look, the prices for snacks at these places are exorbitant. I'm gonna go to McDonald's. Anything you guys want? I'm gonna get a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a Big Mac. Give me a Whopper. How am I gonna remember all that? Solution. Whopper at McDonald's? Nice. I'm banned at McDonald's for pissing them off by asking for a Whopper every day. I was there every day at 12 o'clock. It was fun. Oh my god, what do we have here? We've got a couple of Trilbies and, let's just see. Ultimagfest on Twitter. If you've ever wondered why 60 cards is the upper limit for Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks, it's because someone once entered a tournament with a 2,222 card deck, or, I could read it out, 2,222 card deck with the intent of wasting as much time as possible by shuffling it frequently. These are the pictures of the deck box. Professional haters. I've seen this picture a couple of times now, and I cannot get over how well dressed they are for the job they're doing. This is exactly the outfit you wear to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament you plan on upending. God, same. These people are actual gimmick villains from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime who escaped into the real world somehow and tried to continue their business as usual. Whenever you look at something and wonder, why'd they have to make that a rule? It's for people like this. You ever wonder why Starbucks has to tell you that your coffee's hot on the outside of the cup? I don't know, do some research on that. You'll find some fun stuff. Pretty funny how this video came about. I was talking a bunch of shit on one of their ads, heard I can make a better ad, and then they DM'd me, taking me up on it. I sort of panicked as now I couldn't just not deliver, so I stayed up all night. When I sent the rough draft, I could not believe they wanted to run with it. The next thing I knew, it was on the company Discord server with everyone laughing at the situation. By far the chillest company I've ever worked for. Hello, fellow apes. Yes, I said the Malone Ranger thought our ads sucked, so we hired him to make a better one. Well, he did it! He absolutely did it! I don't know what your original ad was, or what this one is, but amazing that everybody involved went through with it. You see these lying on the floor in Area 51. Which one you taking? I'm picking the iFunny watermark. Oh, god dang it, there's a second one. It's even worse. One year, a few senior boys got 3 chickens and released them into the school, but they labeled them 1, 2, and 4. The teacher spent hours looking for chicken number 3. Evil geniuses. James French. Crime. Killed 2 people. Death. Electric chair on August 10th, 1966. Last words. How's this for a headline? French fries. I hate him. Thank God he's gone. Sometimes when I'm in the hardware store, I like to grab random tools, hold them up, and yell, "This is not a drill." I repeat, "This is not a drill." I just watch people start to freak out for a second as they have no idea what's going on until they look over and realize that yes, a hammer is not a drill. Wow, Picker Rick, you're crazy. You're such a wild dude. Duck walks into pub. Downs pint, fights dog. So, let me guess where in the world this took place. 2 years ago, I chased down a Google truck. Now, it's permanently on the internet. Wait, what does your shirt say? Hold on. Oh no, I see what you did there. Nice try. Oh, god damn it. Checkmate level 3000. Chinese citizen facing demolition of his house plasters it with, oh, that's a house? What? Man arrested for putting down fake social distancing arrows in IKEA and creating a labyrinth with no exit. Okay, that's pretty damn cool though. No, not like cool, funny cool. Made some macarons today, planning to fill 2 imposters with wasabi instead of matcha. So you're completely insane. Florida man flies Learjet with excavator like a toy plane. This excavator operator took the aircraft for one last ride while probably doing plane noises. Look, when in Rome, go to Olive Garden. How often do you get the chance to do something like this? For real? Prison escapee convinces cop he's actually a jogger. I do remember this. It's still wild as hell to me. The first thing our new hire did was fix a bug that's been bugging him for forever as a user prior to joining. He then breathed a sigh of relief and submitted his 2 weeks notice. Maybe you guys should have done it. He got so mad he said, "Screw it, I'll do it myself." Good attitude. Yeah, real good attitude, my man. Man wanted for stealing a whole doner kebab. Police have released CCTV footage of a man who stole a 70-pound lump of doner I feel like I'm saying it wrong because words don't make any sense. From Zagros Takeaway on Friargate last night. He ordered a large kebab and then complained it wasn't big enough. And after a short argument with the man ran it. You know what? Yeah, look at that funny haha photo. He not wearing no shirt. I don't know why. Stole kebab. Let's go. Bin man fuming at no shorts rule turns up for work in heat wave wearing high-vis kilt. I'm so tired of places that tell you can't wear goddamn shorts. Although, it is a little bit strange that he's wearing knee-high socks, though. Like, if you're trying to cool down, I don't feel like those are really gonna help you. This old lady came to the bank I work at to withdraw $10. I told her that for withdrawals less than $100, she has to use the ATM. So, she asked to withdraw $1,000 in $10 bills. It sucked, but I counted it out and handed her the money. She took $10, gave me $990, and said deposit this. Yeah, you guys. A New Zealand man won the French Scrabble Championship despite not being able to speak French. Instead, he memorized the entire French dictionary. He still can't speak French. Man, imagine having a brain that can do that and using it for this. If this badly cropped picture of my dog gets 10 upvotes, I'll delete my account tomorrow. Hey, bye. Hey, Mick, can you reply to this comment so that I can brag to everyone about it? No. War Thunder fan says tank is inaccurate. Leaks classified military documents to prove it. Leave it to weird fandoms to do the craziest shit. The mosquito. So he just wants to die, right from the get-go. The first ever champion of a pie-eating contest was an unnamed 6-year-old boy in 1916. He managed to scoff a 10-inch pie in 15 seconds. Legend. Why didn't his parents name him? Because they knew he was born for something a little too different for the world. Friendly reminder that you don't get to celebrate Lunar New Year unless you're literally from a country that does, or if you're invited by someone who is from a country that does. Friendly reminder that I hereby formally invite everyone to celebrate Lunar New Year. Thanks, Andy. Thanks so much. No. Why? Yes. Oh, well, you combined some there. Thanks! Japanese designer Yasuhiro Suzuki creates giant zipper boat to make it look like he's opening the water. That is pretty frickin' rad though. I mean, come on. You know what the worst part about this image is? I have received this item before. And no, I did not ask for 2 buns and a slice of cheese. No outlet. Wrong! Someone just padlocked my ear and ran away with the key. Wow, they work really quick, huh? My grandpa, 94, still climbing trees to pick fresh mandarins. What a mad lad. He's still climbing trees at 94? Good God, he's never gonna die. Sir Tom Moore turned down tea with the Queen because he had other plans. I mean, I don't see why that's crazy. I understand that the Queen probably doesn't ask people to have tea very often, but yo, you got plans, I'm sorry. Queen, you're not more important than my buddy. Can you get in trouble for driving over the white line all the way at a red light? Hi, Luke. It's an offense for any part of your vehicle to pass the white stop line if a traffic light is turned red. Thanks. No worries. That's what I figured. What, they don't need to know how to drive? They just have to know how to eat donuts. Anywhere they are in the world, that's what they do. The guy who farted and said, "Do you smell popcorn?" so that everyone takes a deep breath? Satan. Glad I don't know that guy. I've been sitting here like, this idiot. But then I was like, wait, I can't code, period. So now I've decided to start coding to be able to point out and laugh without looking dumb. Legend. That's the power of frickin' motivation. I copied my project from Wikipedia. To protect from plagiarism, I then deleted that section from Wikipedia. Wonder how long it was deleted though. Can I have your number? Yeah, sure. 100. Dial it. Lame. Thanks. I asked your number, not rate. Oh man, what a crazy, funny, totally real that actually happened conversation between 2 completely real people that aren't bots. Lol. Not the IT team at work sending round fake rewards emails and then making anyone who clicked the link do a scam awareness course. Dude, come on. That's fair. I know plenty of jobs that tell you not to click on random bullshit when you're hired and going through training. So if people are still doing it, this is fair. Gonna flag this for nudity so I can regular YouTube staff. Yeah, that's how it works. 4 people dressed as a bus in an attempt to get across vehicle-only bridge. Did it work? Stop saying I wish. Start saying I will. I wasn't broke. Yeah, Ivan, shut up. Saying JK after sex so you can stay a virgin. Every single time. I've done it every single time. Okay? I want to keep that. A British Indian Army soldier who was impaled by the sword of a Japanese officer, this man here, He pulled out the sword, killed the officer who stabbed him, and another enemy soldier, destroyed an entire enemy position, and walked 25 yards with a hole in his chest to deliver his report. Did he last past that point? Lose right arm and break my left hand. You seem to be a good sport about it though. Why do people still use the XD face? Can everyone please stop? Okay, we will all stop using XD from now on. Psych! XD! Well, he really got you, bro. You look so stupid. Child with small telescope. There's this child with a small telescope who keeps coming by and staring up into our apartment. I have a wife and 2 kids up here. We don't need this kind of thing. By the time I run down, he's gone. I like the enhanced image. Everyone's using iPhones, Androids, and even refrigerators to use Twitter. But check out what I'm using. Damn, Gucci got smart socks? So I work at a photo lab, and an elderly woman came up to pay, and after each transaction I ask, "Can I help you find anything else today?" She responded with $1 million. The elderly man behind her said, "Ma'am, if you want $1 million, just look in the mirror." Her jaw dropped and she was completely smitten. This man is at least 80 years old and his game is immortal. No smoking, no dogs, and absolutely no smoking dog. Hey, what the hell did I just say? In the 1990s, a California man, Steve Commissar, began putting ads in national magazines selling solar-powered dryers for $50. Customers would then receive a simple clothes line in the mail. The problem with this is, most homes nowadays don't have the poles to hold the clothesline up. So, he is still lying, and it is still false advertising. A singular cable or line or length of rope is not the same thing. You need to give me the whole kit, Steve. Tom Holland, Spider-Man Homecoming, visits kids at Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. Dude, they're so lucky. They get to meet Spider-Man one day and then Stan Lee the next. Get it? 'Cause they're gonna die? Thief jailed for stealing trucks. Steals same truck from police station after bail. A man of focus, commitment, and sheer frickin' will. In Mexico, a member of parliament removed all his clothes in parliament during a debate. You are ashamed to see me naked, but you're not ashamed to see your people in the streets naked, barefoot, desperate, jobless, and hungry after you've stolen all their money and wealth, he told the parliament. Let me guess, this didn't get through to anybody and nothing ever changed. You're not old enough to see my story. Well, guess what? I'm 7 years old and just looked at your story. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, bye. Oh, that straw has no leaks. Man really prepared for this. Mark Spitz, 9-time Olympic champion, jokingly told the Russian swim team coach in 1972 that his mustache increased his swimming speed by deflecting water away from his mouth. Next year, every Russian swimmer was sporting one. I definitely need to verify that on my own time. Woman flies nearly 4,000 miles to say, "You're it," in international game of tag. She's just copying those guys from Spokane that had a 40-year-old game of tag going on. You know, the one that they made a movie about? Tip: when making a sex tape, play Disney music in the background. That way, if it gets leaked online, that's not how it works. Bye-bye. All right, using the original template for the first panel. Oh, getting the last panel literally tattooed on your skin. Man, in like 20 years, you're gonna go, what was that for? This guy literally named his channel Name just so he can use an intro template without changing it. I don't recall any of them just saying name back when I did that. Also, good luck getting a verification check mark if you ever take off, Mr. Name. Me and my son were playing with some instruments one day, and he started to freestyle. He said, "My name is Thomas. It starts with a T. I am 4, but I was 3. We're now homeless because that shit's fire, but it burned down everything we own. My 11-year ban from Yahoo Chess expires today." You have failed to connect for the following reason. You've been barred from logging into this room until... Hey, that was a while ago. In 1948, a man wore 30-pound, 3-toed lead shoes and stomped around a Florida beach during the night. Many people were convinced that a massive penguin or similar creature was roaming the area. He kept up the prank for 10 years, visiting various beaches. The hoax wasn't revealed until 40 years later. I mean, dude, life gets boring sometimes. Don't touch book. Here, let me touch book with emoji hand. For 100 years, he gave them syrup and never once was offered pancakes. Well, there you go. Tree got his pancakes, man. I used to be a glass blower and still occasionally do it as a hobby. My grandson asked me to make him a special vase for Christmas, and he gave me a picture of a bung. The idiot thinks I don't know what it is, so I'll make him a huge glass cock instead. We'll make the glass cock a bung. That way, if he's got the balls, he'll still use it, right? But he'll look ridiculous doing it. They noticed there was a blank wall at McDonald's, so they decided to make this fake poster of themselves. It's now been 51 days since they hung it up. I wonder how long this was actually up. She said yes, 0.8 carats. Oh, you. You. Don't care. You. Congrats to you two. Hope she enjoys not having orgasms the rest of her life. I literally haven't talked to you since junior prom. Oh, I see. It's fate. We want to know, this year, what videos did you watch on repeat? This one about the cute puppy. Did you just rickroll YouTube? Oh my god, I did it. That sure is something for sure. Haha, that's incredible. Bye-bye. I feel like going to a bar and drinking water. I did it. You know what? Good for you, man. Going to a bar and having the restraint to just drink water is quite impressive. My dad told me not to be an idiot and go to bed at 3:30 a.m., so I decided to be a genius and go to bed at 3:29. Oh, that's great. Research has shown it is technically impossible to watch this video only once. Well, it seems I did the impossible. No. How the hell? Today's my last day in school and I'm going with a Darth Vader helmet. I don't care what grade or university or otherwise you're in. Sounds like fun. A pigeon managed to lay an egg on top of my anti-pigeon spikes. Well, if they land softly enough, they're not really gonna do that well. Plus, why the hell are they shoved in there like that? Warning, this guy was supposed to buy our washer-dryer for 150 pounds. He wanted to see it working first and asked if he could do a load of laundry. After he finished, he said, "Let me go get the money," got in his car and drove away with his clean clothes. That's on you. Some mofo threw Wendy's away in a McDonald's trash can. Why the hell are you paying so much attention to the garbage? Dude, I messed up my friend's server by naming the server Null and named everyone Null. Okay. Pizza Hut, a savage. I told them to write a joke in the box and they put a mirror in it. No, they didn't. My husband was so excited about his custom card. I would be too. That's actually an incredibly fun idea. I sleep without a blanket and my closet door is always open. Well, I sleep with the closet door open to get a better look at the monster. What does yours look like? Mine looks like Zach. Proper animal names. Your mom. Oh, I see. What do you think of this funny monkey? Do not screenshot. Why does he kind of look like a messed up engineer from TF to... Okay. Caught a frog on the night I graduated. You know what that means? Means you're gonna do real well. Real great things. I put the Sony PlayStation licensing sticker on my Nintendo 3DS. And let me guess, it lit on fire? I'm going to be admitted to the hospital on Monday. 3 meals a day, medicine, examinations, constant care. I'll never see a bill. Universal healthcare really is a must-have in modern society. Not a single use of the letter F. Username checks out. Hey, it does indeed. No selfies in the bathroom, you little sh**. I'm gonna make a version of me doing this exact same thing, and it going very poorly. Madlad is free painting it with no tape, no tarps, nothing. What? Man running from cops stops to pet cats. Goes to jail. Damn straight he's got priorities. Somebody said the ladies will find me a lot more attractive if I post pictures with filters. Ha 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 ha. They're literal filters. They're literal filters. Ha 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 ha. What's it like being 48? One time my friends send a picture of a bunch of naked Barbies in a fridge in our group chat. So I replied with a picture of a what? They should make a co-op game where you and a buddy go through many levels, leveling up and beating bosses, but the final boss is each other. You were my brother, player 2. I believe there are a couple of games out there that do this. CCTV appeal after thief steals lights from police car. Did he use these? Did he get them home and use them? I want to know. I comment, "You two are pretty," on a post with 3 girls in. Damn. What's a harmless prank to play on your friends? After they leave your place, text them, "You forgot your phone here." Bonus points if you take a picture of their phone on your kitchen table before they leave and send it with the text. I've got a sneaky suspicion that would work on at least 8 out of 10 people. Attention, true story. Crow is pretending to be injured to get food. He's stashing most behind the fence he walks under, and after the bus goes by, he flies off like normal. I was gonna call SPCA. Don't be had like I was. Hashtag hustled by the crow. My neighbor just got an unsecured wireless printer, so I sent this to him. "Hello, I am your printer. I have become self-aware. Run." You know what this reminds me of? The new Pymation sketch, Printer Problems. Spoiled Veggie. On this channel, let's see what we got. Day 420 of listening to this song every day for 420 days. Day 419 of listening to this song every day for 420 days. Well, damn, you actually did it! My dad needed my record player to test his boat speaker, so I played this. I'll never forget the what the heck is this look he gave me. Possessed? No, really, what the heck is that? I want to eat the whole thing of Tic Tacs. I did it. I regret nothing. Well, maybe now you don't. Man, I need to admit something. Every time I'm drunk, I make Missouri slightly larger on its Wikipedia page. Whoever reported me for this and got me banned, you're a huge nerd, bitch. No, seriously, you are a huge nerd, bitch. That's not cool. LOL, I once told some girl that apparently liked me that she had to wait for me to respond because Geometry Dash is more important than her. Did it work? Our local Mexican restaurant used to be a Chinese restaurant. Instead of painting over a mural, they just put sombreros on the pandas. That must make the Mexican food taste at least 45% better. During the Area 51 raid, I'm gonna wear a t-shirt with the URL on it, so the guards look it up after we all die. I'll rickroll the military after I'm dead. Well, did this go to plan?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Yep.
That's right, First I bang the drum, then I bang your mom. Mad Lad Principal on the roof playing music. Oh really, what the hell's he doing up there? Someone at Samsung hid a photo of their dog in the OS. Wait, seriously? I love Easter eggs like that. Even if this is fake, I love that crap. I drink meatball sauce after I finish the meatballs. Are you just eating just meatballs? Image, rule 4, not animated. I can't believe you. So, was just looking through my phone and turns out these good took some banger selfies after they took my drunk ass home. Bloody legends. Jesus. At a pirate-themed party, I've gone as someone who sells pirate DVDs. You know what? I like it. Reading my entire AP English book in one sitting. Wait, that's it? 2 hours and 42 minutes? Not bad, dude. Dad challenges kids to draw him sleeping so he can have a nap. Was he actually able to sleep, though? I wouldn't have been able to sleep. Man eats lunch at 11:27 a.m. Local man says screw it, eats his lunch early. Oh, I can't believe it. Normally you're legally required to wait until the PM. Dude somehow snuck this past the DMV. Somehow? They're not really gonna check that. I don't drink at parties. I draw on passed out drunk people, even their toes, and replace their socks so they find it later. That's not cool though, not consensual, and a little creepy. Oh god, I feel so hungover from last night. Apparently 5 cans of soda, then half a pound of M&Ms in an hour is not a good idea. Wow, how old are you now? It's with deep sorrow that Grandma Gertrude passed this morning. Passed by a liquor store cause I'm faded as dude. Made a playlist for your weekend hike. Songs people on the trail want to hear from your Bluetooth speaker. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Over this past school year, I've stolen over 1,500 spoons from the Lincoln Way Central Cafeteria. I'm chaos. I'm fear. I am the spoon bandit. Goddamn, 2017. Took my company's stapler on vacation and took photos of it in front of cool places. Oh my god, you let the stapler live its goddamn dreams. Mad Lad. Oh, like straight up. Have you earned that title though? Whoever stole my purple marker, please return it. No. And there's nothing you can do to stop me, you monster. I really hope you drank the Powerade first though, otherwise this is incredibly wasteful. We're so wild. Started this last night and now we're on season 2. Addicted. No way. What the hell are you doing with all that sugar? It looks like just enough sugar to make, what, about a gallon of Kool-Aid? Maybe I'm wrong. I was the first to beat Super Mario Odyssey blindfolded. I want to even the score. I'm gonna watch this video blindfolded. I don't think that really matters. Hey, for real, did he do this though? Is this true? My sister had a DSi and I once took it and recorded myself swearing. Then used the sound mixing to make it sound like her. Showed it to my mom and watched my sister get yelled at and punished. Well, I hope that fell on you at some point. Things we do when we're drunk, man. Stand in interesting places? In 1987, Steve Rothstein bought a lifetime American Airlines ticket for $250,000. He was flying to other countries just to eat lunch. It ended up costing the company $21 million. I mean, I don't think he's a mad lad for spending $250,000 on something and then American Airlines trying to sue people out of using them. American Airlines, you're the biggest airline of them all. I'd rather ride Spirit than you, motherfuckers. And you know what? Spirit's the equivalent of a horse-drawn buggy in the air, okay? And they're much, much better than you. Don't sell a product and then try and revoke it because people are using it too much. Think ahead, why don't you? Not his fault. Church annoyed after $20 donation turned out to be lecture on evolution. Wow, don't like it when it's done to you, huh? Stop playing League of Legends to turn on get mode. Wait, what? My Uber Eats driver is freaking walking over. Hey, Steven, are you on foot? Hi, Michael. Yes, I am. Seems like it'll take a while to get here. I walk fast. No worries. Hey, maybe trust the guy. Some people walk quick. F it. Vans on the wall. Holy crap, you're insane, man! Hacker jailbreaks control unit that stops farmers repairing their tractors, then runs Doom on it. F you, John Deere. Go screw yourselves. You. Well, that's random. My mom says that I need to apologize. Well, are you gonna do it? No. No words contain all the vowels in order, I said facetiously. I could complain that you didn't proffer a word containing the vowels in reverse order, but that would be uncomplimentary. Did I say that word right? Proffer? Profer? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're done. No ice cream allowed? Well, screw that rule entirely. Come on, we don't follow the rules here. I made the Jehovah's Witness watch me do backflips. Were they allowed to, like, preach at you or something while doing it? Or was this, you have to watch me do backflips first? How exactly was this going? I want to know the rules here. I join groups on Facebook. Then when accepted, I do a big "thanks for letting me join" announcement. Then I leave that page. Whatever makes you happy, you do you. Removing keyboard equals less distraction. You know? I do need the keyboard for my work, though. Do not set your language to Africans. I will do the install. What? Handmade a QR code with a TI-84 calculator. Took me around 2 hours. I hope nobody tries to figure out where this one goes. I wouldn't trust it one bit. No, seriously, I wouldn't. It's probably a Rickroll. My dad built a goddamn pizza oven in our backyard. He's been making pizza since 10 a.m. As well he should. Can I come over? I'll give him like $20 for a few of those pizzas. You get $100,000 if you can name something that no one has a fetish for. What's your answer? The official building code of the city of Detroit, adopted March 17, 1936, effective April 17, 1936. I have a copy of it right here. I think you won. Oh, seriously, you totally won. You know it's finals week when you eat 2 Chipotle bowls in one sitting and don't question your decision. What's wrong with 2 Chipotle? You quit shaming me! You gotta love a co-team member who accepts the dare to ask for a to-go box for his 3 leftover fries. We love being wasteful and weird here. Student smuggles phone into exam. Looks at memes instead of cheating. Ha 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 ha! Screw your exam! Walk into a Wendy's with Subway. I actually used to see that type of crap all the time, dude. There wasn't milk in the house, so I'm eating this cereal with ice cream. Oh man. I mean, no, I really don't like that. I don't know why, I just don't like that. The first 1,000,000 people to send me $1 will get a copy of my guide on how to become a millionaire using Facebook. Sure is worth a shot. Message me for my Apple Pay info. I wonder if it worked. Friend took a mirror selfie. Honestly, bravo. I like the creative effort here. It's kind of funny that he's gone. He did as she said. If you don't have a need for one, don't get it. Tattoos are for something important. Mom. I don't think tattoos need to be something important at all. Mine aren't important, I just think they look cool. Like, chill out, man. Madlad asks GM Gary Kasparov why Horsey moves crazy, unlike Castlehead. None of those words made any sense to me. Learning chess? Why does the Horsey one move so crazy? Why not straight lines like Castlehead? No, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense now. I just had to get some context there. I'll never forget when a boy in my high school chemistry class told me, "You'll never work at NASA," and laughed at me. That was the day I decided to become an engineer. I wonder where the hell he working now, huh? This bathroom is disgusting. Feces everywhere. Shameful. We'd like to address this ASAP. Which store were you visiting? I was at home. I just needed someone to vent to. Why you picking on poor Safeway, man? They let me click the no pickle button multiple times, so I clicked it 50 times. Jeez. Although, I swear to God, if you still end up with pickle, I would actually go there and say, hey, are you actually kidding me? The thinnest building in Beirut is called, The Grudge. It's only 2 feet wide at its smallest point and only exists because a guy wanted to block his brother's view of the ocean. I would've whooped his ass so much. Alright, gamers, what's your biggest flex on the universe? Here's mine. So last year, my school had a science fair. I chose the stupid topic of how much flour can you substitute with sawdust when making bread? This was what was going to happen. I would substitute flour in varying quantities: 0, 15, 25, 35, 50, 75, and 100% sawdust. I should also clarify I was not using sawdust from the shop room floor. It was microcrystalline cellulose powder. It's non-toxic, but it also isn't toxic? Sorry, I don't know why that tripped me up. It isn't non-toxic, but it also isn't toxic. What I learned is that 75% and 100% just makes wood-based Play-Doh, thanks to it being drier than regular flour. 50% and below worked just fine. Oddly enough, people couldn't tell the difference between 0% sawdust and 50% sawdust. Even stranger is that people preferred 50% over the others, including 0, though it was quite dry. I don't like hearing things like this because it gives companies ideas about what they can do to our food. Very recently, I took an old indoor bike I don't use anymore and put it on the neighbor's porch without them knowing. I'm hoping it will encourage them to lose weight, or completely confuse the hell out of them. I converted my microwave into a laser oven. How well does it work? Do not leave packages here. Well, the Amazon driver doesn't have time for that Had a message off one of my lads this morning that says, some lad who works in JAG paid for his scran with... Sorry, none of that was English to me. I'm sorry. Badly drawn Paul Blart until Paul Blart Mall Cop 3 gets announced, day 875. I don't think Kevin James is going to return to his greatest role. At my school, it got so bad that people were actually vaping inside the classroom. When our teachers refused to do anything about it, our small friend group tried to constantly breathe secondhand vape, decided to buy ourselves a fog machine as a form of protest. So yeah, we covered the entire classroom in fog so dense you can only see about 6 feet in front of you, and it actually worked. Of course that would actually work, you dipshit. I mean, of course that would work. Also, they let you bring gas masks into school. I'm surprised they let you do about half of this shit. How in the world were you able to walk up into your school with a fog machine? You guys are weird. At least once a month, I randomly remember that Dr. Phil once invited the creator of the Bum Fights video series on his show to confront him about exploiting vulnerable people for financial gain, only for him to show up dressed as Dr. Phil and point out he does the exact same thing. And Mr. Poopy Pants, not at all a real Dr. Philip, decided to piss his pants, throw a little baby tantrum, and kick him off the show, right? You, Dr. Phil, you're a prick. Are you sending my grandma pics of your dick? No, why? You. No, she's gonna need that for me. Madlad giving out a pie recipe instead of a review for Cuphead? If you're looking for a review on this game, you've come to the wrong place. But if you're looking for an outstanding pie recipe, you've come to the right place. I am not going to read all of that. Screen cap it and make the pie if you want. Cuphead's a good game. Not a game that I could ever beat. I'm not good enough at video games, but I know it's a good game. Literally covered my roommate's bed with 324 pieces of cornbread to make it a corn bed. Honestly, I'd be a little mad at you for that. Drunk. Got the Domino's guy to buy me McDonald's in the special instructions section. My faith in pizza guys has gone up 123%. Let me guess, you gave him like a $2 tip.
Just me being cheeky. Don't tell the other boys, but I love being cheeky.
Auntie Donna, you guys are completely insane. My favorite type of insane. Damn, 3 million monthly listeners. I love reading a bio about how great an artist is and then seeing that they posted it. Cool. Men of Reddit who don't comment on posts, why don't you? That is an excellent question we're not going to answer. Whoever's reading this, I pray that whatever you're going through gets better, and whatever you're struggling with or worrying about is going to be fine, and that everyone has a fantastic day. Amen. I'm atheist. They thought he died during an escape in 1962. Man who escaped Alcatraz sends FBI letter after being free for 50 years. I mean, he survived that. I guess he deserves his freedom, dude. I think, how many people tried? A lot of them died because they froze and drowned, right? Something along those lines? Look, all I know is he won. Sent the FBI a letter 50 years later. Like, yeah, I live, bitch. My pet rabbit has no idea I gave it 2 bunny ears while this photo was being taken. Idiot. No, your bunny knows. He's not gonna forget that. What is something only an idiot would own? Reddit coins. It'd be hilarious if someone gave this comment a gold. Ask and you shall receive. Renting and returning 10 books a day from my local library while subtly increasing the size of my cranium with latex and makeup until they say something. I wonder how long that would actually take. A lot of people have some restraint. I'm at a restaurant right now, and there's like this 16-year-old kid sitting at the table next to me, completely alone with like 6 racks of ribs. He's eating like 1 rib every 10 seconds, and the poor server who was assigned to him has to keep getting him new ribs. I've been here for an hour watching this kid inhale ribs like he's gonna die the next day. He probably will, given the amount of hot sauce he put on them. I cannot stress this enough, that this is a stick-thin teenage child sitting alone at a restaurant absolutely going to town on these ribs. This child is eating like he's trying to personally rid the world of ribs. I've been timing him. He's ordering a full other rack of ribs every 2 minutes. This is insane. I don't know what to do. Maybe don't judge. Look, sometimes you hungry. My girlfriend has never played video games in her life. I'm about to accompany her on one of the wildest rides I've seen. Oh, it's that. Oh dear, my. Is the couch part of your normal desk setup? Flamingo facts. Want to learn about flamingos? You've come to the right place. Fact 1. Flamingos are f***ing stupid. I just had 2 liters of milk and I'm dying in one go. What? Why? Cause my roommate's friend said I couldn't, so I showed him. Had to do it in under 2 minutes and 30 seconds? Dude, you're gonna die. Jesus can turn water into wine, but I can turn your girl into mine. Delete this before my girl sees it. Bro put bird seeds in a milkshake. I don't like that at all, dude. 8-year-old learns how to drive from YouTube, takes sister to McDonald's. He probably looked it up for 5 minutes and then said it was time to go. During the 1.5 mile long journey to the fast food restaurant, the boys successfully navigated railroad tracks and multiple intersections. Concerned witnesses called the police despite the fact that the young unlicensed driver had remained under the speed limit and obeyed all other traffic laws. Dang, okay, this kid is hopefully gonna keep using those skills when he gets older. Please keep following the rules. LOL, I'm 10 and I go to bed at 10 p.m. and most people in my class go to bed at like 9 p.m. That's wild. After telling a slightly offensive joke, how do I recover from that? You don't, and it's been screenshotted. Oh, shit. A parrot that was trained by a dealer to alert them of police presence and is refusing to speak after being detained. Bastard. Finally, a song I can sing for my Christian school's talent show. Edit, I got suspended and I'm grounded. Uh-huh. Some dude uploaded a fake Ready Player 2 trailer on YouTube that's quite literally the Spy Kids trailer instead. I'm mad, but the comments are keeping me happy and laughing at the same time. You know what? That reminds me, I do need to re-watch these movies. I wonder if we're ever gonna get 4K rescans of the Spy Kid films. Orange and a yellow subreddit. You son of a bitch. How disrespectful. Attention 49ers fans. I accidentally bought Super Bowl tickets on the same day I'm supposed to get married, and they cost me $3,500. If anyone wants to go take my place for free, it's gonna be at the St. Jude's Church, and her name is Karen. She's 5'2", super nice girl. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Removed this tag from a power cord, and nothing happened despite the warnings. Well, that looks like the power cord for a Dyson, so I don't know, they're a little bit different. Day 1, teaching horticulture. I've got this Chinese student who just walked in, made a cup of tea, sat down, started typing on his laptop while reading a novel at the same time, sculled his freshly boiled cup of tea, let out a huge burp, slammed the laptop shut, and then ate an entire apple including the core, all in less than 5 minutes. I'm intimidated. None of that happened in 5 minutes, but yeah, I mean, that dude has laser focus. How do you get a hearted comment? Well, not like that. I'm eating came even though it isn't my birthday. Oh, I kind of get what you're saying there, but that's basically how it reads out loud, man. Yes, I bought these so I could hide them everywhere for my fiance to find. At first, he thought it was a charming new bit of mine. He thought I only had 1 or 2 of these little tiny plastic babies. He thought wrong. Hearing his deep, exhausted sigh followed by, oh my god, because he found baby number 175, has brought me more joy than I could ever describe. The fear in his eyes when he opens anything because he's expecting a small plastic baby has produced more serotonin than you can imagine. He is a broken man. I have destroyed his hope of living a life free of tiny plastic babies. We will be finding these for the next 70 years. I will purchase these again. Jesus. Top G Monk. Star Wars Land! The photo taker was not amused. I mean, it's probably because he sees that 18,000 times a day. I'm deleting my YouTube channel. You got trolled! You jerk. Using only a food, tell us where you live. In Glasgow, with a Dorito. Don't tell me what to do, microwave. Look, if there's one appliance in your house, and there are many appliances in your house that you should listen to, but if there's one you should really listen to, it's the radioactive hot box.
You can't tell me what.
Oh no. Worm farming, oh god. Mrs. G is gone for a few days, so I brought my worms into the living room they're not allowed in. Here's a selfie I took. That's great. Mrs. G is probably right though.
Trash now, I'm a spaz out. I've been killing my
I dropped out of college 4 years ago. Today I spent $38 on a cap and gown and got in line. I've literally never been a student here. Wait, you got in line? Did you steal someone's diploma? Somebody remind me in 7 years not to have kids. Don't have kids. What prompted you to even do this? A commitment to public service, okay? Your mom is so lazy. She took 9 years to finish the joke. My wife wasn't thrilled when I put this Lego Millennium Falcon on our wedding registry. To not seem completely self-indulgent, I told her I'd wait until we had kids to build it. Today, after 10 patient years, the adventure begins. Oh, it's gonna be so frickin' sick. Turns out Rahul Ligma was not actually fired from Twitter, but instead was just some random dude with a box that got CNBC with a Ligma nuts joke. Oh good, there's Elon tweeting again. Haha, woo! For the longest time, he never drank water. He would only drink blue Powerade. He didn't like the taste of water. That sure is a great way to f*** your kidneys up, dude. I got a pre-owned copy of Pokemon Sapphire, so I snooped around in the game a little bit, and the only Pokemon they had left was a Magikarp with this letter attached to it. Ha 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 ha, no Pokemon for you, Nikki. I love it. That is a brilliant strategy of evil. Man leaves mannequin outside Tesco cash point, leaving queue of frustrated people waiting. A lad left a mannequin outside a Tesco cash point. That's great. It's just a lad. Really? No one was able to see how flawlessly still this dude was holding himself in front of that ATM? No one? If anyone ever refers to any of my work as a meme, they will be immediately blocked. This is not a joke. I hope this turns into a meme. No one will read this, but sometimes whenever I eat M&Ms, I like to hold 2 M&Ms in between my fingers and squeeze as hard as I can until one M&M cracks. I eat the cracked one, and the one that didn't crack becomes the champion. Then I grab the other M&M and force it to compete with the champion in this deadly game of M&M gladiators. I do this until I run out of M&Ms, and when there's only one M&M left standing, I send a letter to M&M's brand with the champion M&M in it with a note attached that reads, "Please use this M&M for breeding purposes." M&M now just sounds weird and it's freaking my brain out, but I like the way you think. Net Nanny, a piece of software used by parents to keep their kids from going places they don't want them to go, can easily be bypassed through the use of a proxy. This is an example. Oh, one time I borrowed a pen from the teacher and never gave it back. Me spilling NFT soup on NFTs in the metaverse to protest against crypto oil? That was a definite sentence that I never want to see with my eyes again. Fortnite costume equals no candy. So you're just not giving candy to like half the kids that show up? Damn, that's cold, dude. It's kind of f***ed up. My kink is cooking in front of my friends who know which knife is made for what and forcing them to watch me use the wrong one for the wrong thing. Use a cheese grater for tomatoes. You'll burn in hell for this. Yeah, you will. I created a meta dog that devalues meta properties by shitting on their meta lawns. Ha 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 ha. Take that, Zuckerberg. All right, time for a story, gents. I only went to college for a semester, though I plan on going back. I took organic chem and rocked that shit out, but the professor was not a huge fan of me. Let me explain why. On the first day of OC, I brought my laptop to take notes. Possibly to browse Reddit as well, but that doesn't matter. Not even a bit. The professor had a strict no laptop rule, which wasn't on the syllabus. He did not tell me this cordially and decided to bitch me out for about 30 minutes in front of the entire class. I'm not a vindictive person, so I decided my reaction would be very subtle. I bought a huge scroll on eBay, about 30 feet long when unfurled. In addition, I bought a quill and ink. For the next 5 months, I used my single scroll of paper and my quill to take notes. It was just super. Did you tell him to repeat stuff all the time because you had to write it down with your frickin' quill? I bought a dental office so I can cut fees by 15%. 6 months ago, I made a post asking if people would be interested in a dental office whose fees are 15% lower than the BC Free Guide. Here's the link. This is what billionaires should be doing for fun. They should be buying all sorts of things that are incredibly helpful and useful and necessary to us normal civilians, and making our lives easier because they can, and it literally won't affect them in the slightest. Turn off Fortnite and open the Bible. Checkmate, bitch. I can do both. Eating every part of the fruit. I think fruit exists to be the easiest, yet healthy food. You grab it from the fruit bowl, sit down, and eat it. No peeling, no washing, no cutting, just eat. What? We're expecting 15 people rocking up. This party is taking a life of its own. As the party will be loud, I am very likely won't be able to hear the bell. Here's my number. Far too much hype for this party. I think I will lower my expectations. Yeah, do that. This woman was arrested for feeding homeless people, but she says she won't stop. I read that story. Yeah, watch the body cam footage and all that fun stuff. Yikes. Can you frickin' believe that? Yeah, fuck that. Keep arresting me. Keep arresting me for being a helpful good person. Fuck me, I guess. It seems the piano in my entry room of my childhood house is a rare Lindemann piano. Supposedly. 3 of these models are known. This isn't one of them. I will pay you $400. Add 2 zeros and maybe we'll talk. All right, here you go. We would like to say a big good morning to this awesome dude who managed to hack our Wi-Fi and print this lovely pic of himself. Hungry photographer deletes all photos and leaves after being denied food at the wedding. Man's got denied a plate and walked off. I do have to say, while I'm sure that nobody here is particularly 100% in the right for various reasons because there's a lot of context we're missing, look, just let me fucking eat. You got plenty of food, man. If you had enough food to pay a photographer 10 plus grand to take photos of your wedding, what's an extra like $20 for his plate? Like, what's the big fucking deal? Madlad story. When my dad was in high school, he used to prank people by pouring ammonia solution and what? On his classmates' white uniforms, which has a bright pink color. By the time they complained, the ammonia would evaporate and the color would disappear. Mad lad. Plot twist, he was a school council member, and in his words, the hard part was not pouring too much ammonia as the scent would linger for a bit. Alright, what a cool guy. Except Lord X, he has no mechanic. No mechanic? No, he's just playing fairly. Okay, Chris Pratt. Wait, what? Eating a what while sitting in Costa? Feeling oh, I see. Some dude was spamming a class group with memes, so he got kicked, only to come back with a vengeance. Hello again. I have collected screenshots of each instance in this GroupMe of copying and sharing the answers to the e-quizzes. If I am removed from this chat again, I will be anonymously forwarding this information to the Student Conduct and Academy Integrity in the office, whatever, of Dean of Students. All I ask is that I can post 1 meme per day. The ball is in your court and I'm a professional NBA player. Okay. Perennial. Good for chives in the early season, before they get weird. Bruh, I have more chives than I know what to do with. I've started putting it on breakfast food. Okay. Need to see what happened. He died. There was a news article about it. What? Really? Link to the article. No, I made it the fuck up. At least he was honest, right? So my grandmother passed recently and I got her will. My birth father was always a piece of shit, always stealing from his mother and ditching his kids whenever he could. I got to this part of the will and I leave the sum of $1. Grammy had the last laugh. This is actually for legal reasons. If Chad was excluded from the will entirely, he could make the case that he was supposed to be included but was forgotten and get a big chunk of the estate. By explicitly giving him $1, it shows he wasn't forgotten, so he doesn't have a case. I don't think you should have a case regardless. If you're not in the will, that should be it, right? I mean, I don't fucking understand all this legal bullshit, all these little hoops that people can jump through to ruin someone's last wishes. I mean, goddamn, why do we have to be a petty jerk in order just to be sure that what we want to happen will happen? I've broken 2 bones, but I'm still a part of the Never Broke a Bone community. I feel guilty about it. But I still refuse to leave. It's been a while since both incidents, but still. You bitch. Playing a 7-Eleven polyrhythm inside a 7-Eleven on July 11th at 7-Eleven for 7 minutes and 11 seconds. Yikes, god damn. I learned that the Animal Planet reality series River Monster ended because star Jeremy Wade was able to catch essentially every exceptionally large freshwater fish species on Earth, leaving no remaining content for the show. I mean, that's pretty badass though, right? I'm told someone in the front row for Viagra Boys at Desert Days had a block of cheese and was grating it onto people's heads. Can confirm. Last week I stole a shopping cart and a traffic cone in the same day. How useful. My friend brought a fucking door to school. There's a lot of context here. Someone must have dared him to. You don't show up randomly with something like that and assume everyone's gonna think you're hilarious. Fed up with poor broadband access, he started his own fiber internet service provider. How long before Comcast shuts him down? More at 11. How stupid would someone have to be to perpetrate a hoax by wearing an ape/wolf suit in a wilderness area where armed hunters roam? I have done it. I was known by many names in my years. Most are lost to time, but I do remember being Spoon Man for a year or 2 because I kept stealing spoons from my school. I still have 2 boxes of them. Please stand here. Well, Starbucks expulsion notice. We regret to inform you that after multiple complaints, you've been expelled from all Starbucks locations worldwide for the reasons listed below. Starbucks reluctantly expels individuals from our premises. However, we have compelling reasons to do so in this instance. Really? We've had multiple complaints from various locations that you insist on ordering your latte with breast milk and that you... okay, it's completely fake. Gotcha. I mean, I knew it was, but still. Petition to start a heist for the breast milk stash in Starbucks. I'm in. We gotta make a plan. And a Facebook group. Man stopped by police found to have been driving without a license for 72 years. Damn! Must have been a good driver just naturally, right? Tallulah Bankhead, 1902 to 68, claimed to have had over 5,000 lovers. At a society wedding, while the bride and groom were walking down the aisle, Tallulah remarked loudly, "I've had both of them, darling, and neither of them is any good." God damn. What game is this? And don't you dare say chess.
Chess.
Guy buries vodka 3 weeks before festival, then digs it up. Aw, that's fucking genius, you freak. That could have gone, well, not super wrong, right? I mean, how wrong could that have gone? That's pretty sweet. People who write your instead of your, what do you do with all the time you saved? Your mom. YOLO. He's too dangerous to be kept alive. A guy I was hooking up with told me I was getting chubby and I should eat less.